So it should eventually like show up.
It should pop up there in a second. Refresh it maybe. Or maybe go to podcasts. I don't know.
I don't either.
Here. It might just take a second. We on Facebook? Okay. Let's see if I can make sure we're live on something. Okay, it says we're live.
I don't know my login stuff, so.
That's okay. We'll be right. Yeah, we're live. All right, you're on. Say hi. Camera. Right there. All right. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Here we go, guys. And it's a little bit dark, maybe. I don't know, maybe not. And I don't know how the audio is going to be. I got brand new stuff. Give me some feedback on Facebook if there's something I need to change. I'm going to watch it for a while, but we're out here at Ryan's place. Check. Okay. Sorry. Can't hear anything. What do you mean? Seriously? I can hear it.
I can hear you just fine.
I think people are fucking with you.
I think they are too. You can't hear me? Richard, turn your volume up. I'm about as loud as I can get. All good, Austin. Thank you, sir. All good. Okay, sounds fine. All right, guys.
Oh yeah, we can trust that guy.
The magnet.
Okay, welcome. I don't have an entry, like I said. This is the first one I've done of these in a couple years, and I have to shut this off because I'm getting an echo. So just keep the comments coming.
I feel like Kelly's nervous.
Fucking mess.
Kelly's fucking nervous.
Okay. All right. What's up, Ryan, Timmy? Thinks you had an idea to come out here and do something before the podcast.
Yeah, so
or before the fall bash.
We had a good time. We were down on Wild West. Wide open Wednesday. So we thought you'd come up here to our area.
Good idea.
We basically just want to talk about some. We've had a few ideas bounced off us about talking about promoting, and we got an event coming up, so I figured we could talk about that.
I do have some questions.
I figured that. You're just so fucking nervous dealing with your phone right now.
I know, man.
Well, you got a lot of stuff going
You got a
on.
lot of stuff going on.
You need a vodka Rebel?
You let us know when you're ready.
Holy smokes, guys. All right, let me know if you can still hear me, because I'm hearing feedback through here, and I don't want to.
I think we're hearing it off your phone.
No, I think I shut that off.
There we
maybe
go.
not.
There you
Yeah,
go.
now we're dialed.
All right. So this is my first time.
We're good.
You got new equipment.
Yeah. So welcome, guys, and I appreciate you guys coming on. Why don't we start with, first of all, I want to say that we got a Dirt Stars show Friday and Saturday in Davenport. The Greg Durbin Memorial is on Saturday, and that is something that a lot of guys around here have been, they've been doing it at East Moline, but since East Moline isn't running, they're going to do it at Davenport on Saturday. So good job, Jeff, on pulling that together. It should be a pretty good car count. I think we've got super late models, and I think a modified's a pretty good purse. 3,000 to win. So good job, Jeff, to bring that. And Friday and Saturday in Davenport, and then next week we got the Fall Bash. This is your 11th Fall Bash, is that right? 10th, 11th?
11th, somewhere.
11th.
11th Fall Bash?
Yep.
Okay.
2015, we started at Macokota.
14. We had a one-day deal. It was a
I
one-day.
thought you didn't know. You just said you didn't know.
I know we had a.
Look right at me like
15 was the first multi-day
Okay.
Fall Bash. 14, we had a one-day Sunday deal. that Ryan DeShaw won.
Ryan DeShaw, yeah. And we lost a lot of money that day.
Yeah,
You
we
did?
did.
Your
Yeah.
first day was not a good day?
No, it was horrible. We learned real quick not to, every racer goes, can we race on Sunday? Like if you ran out Saturday and Friday, oh, is Sunday available?
Right.
We were them guys too, so we're like, well, let's try it. So we did. And we won't do it again. It was
I wouldn't say I wouldn't do it again. I mean,
it wasn't good.
no.
It was horrible.
I'd do it again, though. No.
And that was at Tipton, right?
Makokada.
Oh, that was Makokada. You said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it because the car count was down?
Weather.
People were broke.
Weather.
Weather.
It was cold.
We
That has
should have
nothing
just
to do with it
canceled
being
it.
Sunday,
Yeah.
though.
Well, weather's everything.
God said, don't fuck with my day. And
Well, okay, I'll give you that one.
80 degrees on a Sunday is one thing. Like 40 is
was
another.
that in the fall?
Yeah, it was in October.
40 degrees is tough.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not fun.
And it was originally, like I said, it was supposed to be a Saturday deal, and I believe it rained. It was cold and wet, and we were like, well, let's just run it Sunday.
And how that all started, the fall bash was, we were up in Dubuque. What was it like? It was getting towards the end of the year. Me and Doom were up there. What were we? Did we have the 121 up there?
I have no clue.
I bet you know once I start talking about it, because that's usually how it goes. But we were up top and we were walking down, and Randy Madigan and I think Chubby were walking up. And me and him we were in the stands because we were coming out of the stands.
Yeah, that was the
We
second.
were drinking.
Yeah.
That was the 15 year.
And he's like, "What do you think about doing a 2-day show?" And me and him were like, "We ain't got enough money to put a 1-day show."
Yeah.
on."
Especially now, we're still paying for the
Yeah.
last
Oh,
one.
yeah. And we had some differences with the Makokada Fair Board, so we were on the way out, and we didn't know what our future was going to be, but we're like, well,
So
Maybe.
let's back up a second. You guys you were promoting Makokada, or this
Weekly,
you were doing
Yep.
weekly at Makokada at the time.
yes,
In the fall
struggling.
back.
Did we
Yeah.
have Tipton at that point too?
No, we did Tipton 2013, about a half a year, and we struggled with that one.
So when
And then
people
when-
always ask, "Oh, you guys need to take Tipton over to weekly," we did that.
I know.
We waved the white flag early at Tipton. We had
It was bad.
Yeah, so we couldn't do much there. And then we ran 14 and 15 back in Makokada, and that's when 15 we just had differences with the fair board.
They actually just didn't like me.
Yeah.
And
There wasn't much of a difference. It was they would have let
Get him
Doom.
outta
They would have
here.
let Doom continue, but they said Tim's
Tim's
gotta
gotta
go.
go.
Tim's got to go.
Okay, so there's a lot of questions we're going to get into about that, but let's promote this race coming up. I mean, this is something you've been doing for 11 years. This is a big deal for you guys. You've obviously poured a lot, and you started out with a lose. So what? And again, there's going to be questions that are going to but let's take the minute, and because Thursday? Are they practice on Wednesday?
Wednesday's practice.
Wednesday's
yep.
practice, and
Yep.
Thursday it starts. And you guys do a great job, man, of bringing it. We got the belts behind us. You get a lot of people involved, and that's hard to do. And I know it's especially hard to do on the weekly stuff. So maybe that's an advantage because you only do 6 or 7 shows a year. But it's nice to, you always got lap money. I mean, you've always got that kind of stuff going on. So.
Well, when we got our friends, they throw in. Me and Doom, we're not good at advertising. We aren't good at asking businesses for money. We basically rely on a lot of our friends, a lot of our sponsors on our race cars.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll notice like the flyers are always Hoker. We use the same guys. We don't venture out very much. And we have people like the Valentines, Jeff, Lexi, and Angie who step up and do.
Yep.
They come up with that on their own.
Yeah,
The points
that's a
fund.
big deal,
That's a
man.
huge
$7
deal.
grand?
It's a huge
Yeah.
deal.
I mean, that's a nice
10.
little bonus. It's
10
10 now?
last year. It
10
was 10 last year.
But it's like,
Let's step up, people.
and
Come
it's
on.
hard to promote it because I don't know if like people don't believe it's there or what. But I mean, $10,000 points fund for 3-day event.
Dude, that's huge.
We should have 100 modifieds there.
Yeah.
Right.
I think last year we did 12 spots we paid points for, and I'm pretty sure 11th and 12th, because we added them at the end, paid $250.
Wow.
I mean, that's, we'll get into entry fees and all that at a certain point, but, it's one thing, that point fund, you know, when they come to our shows, yeah, we got an entry fee because we don't go out and we don't hustle sponsors like we
Right.
probably could, but at least as a modified, you know, if you come and race 3 days and have 3 decent days, you don't have to win. I mean, you get top 10 3 days in a row, you're
got a
gonna
good
you're
chance.
you're gonna get your entry fees back just off a point
Yeah.
fund.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
I think,
So-
you know, on touching quick on the entry fees, pretty simple how to put this. We could not charge a $100 entry fee to each driver, but then the purse goes down
Yeah, now you're running
tremendously.
for $1,000.
And then
not
they're pissed
3,000.
because, well, this race only pays $1,000 to win. That entry fee is what helps cover them spots. It's a mathematical thing. We'll touch quick on last weekend at the All-Star race. We did not, once again, we didn't make money on that one. And we'll tell you when we make money. I mean,
Right.
the Fall Bash has always done well. Thursday, Friday makes money. Saturday, 100% loses money. We know it. It's how it's set up. Doom and I put this together to do that. Like Thursday, Friday, you know, we get in the
Yeah,
green.
you got to pay the bills.
And then Saturday, we go in the red. But if it evens itself out, it's a successful weekend. So when we lose a Thursday, Friday at the Fall Bash,
That's not a good thing.
it's not a good thing. But we've never once moved an event from Thursday and Friday to a Saturday. We've always, this night's canceled, and we're running this one. So you know what you're going to get when you come to ours. We've never cut a payout. It's just that's kind of how me and him roll. And at the end of it, I mean, it is what it is. We both continue to have full-time jobs, so we're not,
Right.
you know, this is just kind of it's an adrenaline deal.
Sure.
I like to gamble, he likes to gamble, and this
Right.
is how we gamble.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you guys do a great job, man. You hear that all the time. And of course, everybody bitches about everything. I mean, you know, but you're never going to get away from that.
you know,
But
and
you guys do a solid job, man.
for the most part, you know, we're pretty fortunate too. We don't have a bunch of people that bitch at us. I mean,
Right.
yeah, we get a few here and there,
But you're straight. You're
when you
straight
get when you get
shooters, too.
200 cars at a Fall Bash, you would be surprised. The amount of people bitching at me are less than a handful.
That's awesome, man.
So
And that's all I hear in Davenport. They all talk about your Fall
Yeah.
Bash. They all look forward
Fall
to
Bash is, I mean, it's definitely established. When I was younger, my race that I always went to and what I looked forward to was the Yankee. The Yankee was always kind of the party atmosphere. I mean, the racing was great, but it was, you know, 3 or 4 days camping and music, and so that's kind of what we rolled. The Fall Bash is basically a duplicate of what the Yankee was back in the day.
Awesome. Okay. Well, let's get to these questions. There might be a little bit repeat here, but okay. Again, we've been talking a little bit. So you've been around Eastern Iowa racing a long time, even before Darkside. What led you from being part of the scene to deciding let's build our own thing? So how long have you been racing, first of all? You've been in a car. How long you guys been in the cars? Longer than you've been promoting, I take
Oh
it.
yeah, I got in a car in 1999.
Okay.
Hobby style.
and I got in a car in 02.
02.
B mod.
And we kind of race the same track, so we've always been around each other. Like
Sure.
we've been acquaintances. Basically, the reason why we got into promoting is I thought Bob Wagner was rich from promoting. So when Wagner got out of Macoka, I walked into my uncle's, who's down the road here about 2 miles, and I'm like, "Fuck, Wagner's getting out. Like we should go promoting." And
We'll make a
wanna go?"
fortune.
I'm like, "You want to go promoting?" And Doom says, "I'll do it." So I literally wrote up a proposal. You remember that
Oh, yeah.
proposal?
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, he
fucking
spent-
My God, this
He's
proposal,
weak.
we blew everybody out of the water.
Yeah.
They thought we were like the shit. We walked in there. We had this. I mean, I had copies made for every fair board member.
Letterhead and everything.
And then we handed them in, and then we went to the bar and sat there and waited for the phone call.
Yeah. And we got the phone call that
Oh, yeah.
night too.
They were so impressed it took 30 minutes for them to make their decision,
Oh my God. That's awesome.
So was everybody happy then?
except for the banker.
Yeah.
Banker.
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of leading
Yeah.
to.
He lost a few hairs dealing with us.
Yeah.
He goes, how are we going to do this?
Yeah.
Make this work?
Yeah.
We had a really good banker over at Bellevue State Bank, and I banked over there since I've been a young kid. And fuck, we were borrowing money for water trucks and graders, and
Yeah.
He's like, well, as long as you got titles. I'm like, fuck, all he
We-
needs is a title.
We had a lot of assets.
My grandpa's got a junkyard.
Oh my God.
So then we ended up, we were selling, remember we were selling like passes to get in. We were just trying to get capital.
Punch cards.
Punch cards, fuck. We were selling punch cards,
Yeah.
beer cards. We were selling beer cards before you had dram shop license. We didn't have beer to sell yet, but we were selling cards trying to get all this thing going. And then we went and bought equipment, and that was a whole ordeal.
Yeah. Where are we gonna get money for this?
Just trying to find it, man.
Tim's like, oh, my banker will give it to us, so
Yeah, he
we
did.
borrowed 15 grand.
And then we got into, there's a lot of hidden behind all this. So once you get the fair board to tell you that, all right, you're the new promoter, everyone just thinks like it's just let's go make money.
Right.
State of Iowa, you have to have a dram shop, you have to have a liquor license, you have to have health inspectors, like you have to have it all come through. No one sees that. So then it becomes a whole, like the first year, remember I applied for the liquor license and I fenced the whole
Fairgrounds.
off, all of it. I'm gonna sell liquor in
Yeah.
this whole area.
And the fairgrounds had an event. They needed to sell liquor, and they're like, you can't. Darkside's got the
We had the liquor
liquor
license.
permit.
Oh my God, dude, that's so
Yeah,
funny.
so I mean, there's so many things like that go behind that no one, they kind of forget about. Even coming down to like making change at the beginning of the night. You know, how many ones, how many fives, how many tens. Mm-hmm. That's always been kind of a thing.
Did you have to buy keep inventory of all the food?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
You know, yeah. We had food trucks showing
That
up.
was, and that's the worst. You start cooking food when you got the food in beer sales. Beer's fine, you know. You can chill some beer and obviously
It'll
you
last
cancel
longer
your,
than food.
Yeah, food. You start cooking taco meat at 1 in the afternoon and it rains at 3:30. You know, you can't start at 3 o'clock. You're not gonna. It's not gonna be ready in time.
Yeah.
You know, for a crowd anyway. You might be able to serve like a few people, but then you get canceled, and then all of a sudden you got all this food ready, and well, let's wrap it up, leave it in the roasters, throw it back in the fridge, and on to next week.
Yeah,
Or
you'd-
let's have a party.
Yeah, you'd freeze it. Like the food thing is, if you got someone knowledgeable in the food industry, like we were lucky enough to have like my mom helping us, and she ran a restaurant. And me and Doom, like, fuck, now we got all this food that's gonna go to waste. Well, she'd freeze it, and then the next week she'd run walking tacos as a special.
Yeah.
She'd take the hamburgers and
Every
she'd
week,
run them.
especially.
But it was, yeah, there's so much behind. Like when someone says they're gonna go promoting, they have no clue. They're gonna overlook all this little shit.
Yeah, and today I'd hate to imagine supplying the food, doing the food today. In today's world, the cost of meat,
Well, even like a can of beer, back when we were doing it,
58 cents.
58 cents. Yeah, 58 cents. So you sold them for $2. That's a pretty good profit. Nowadays, if someone tries to charge you any more than that, they get pissed. You know, so the cost of goods has gone up so far that no one understands when they walk through that gate that it's not about the 58-cent can of beer. How about the lady that's making $100 serving it? How about the people that we have to pay to pick the can up that you threw on the
You gotta
ground?
have your dram. You gotta
You have your
salary
dram, your
insurance.
liquor.
You have to pay for
Yeah,
security
oh,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bills
there's-
come out of everywhere.
Yeah. Like Keith Simmons told me once, the worst part about a hot dog is you buy the hot dog wrapper and then you pay someone to pick that hot dog wrapper up that you just bought. It's just a never-ending cycle of money going
Everybody's
out.
got their hands out.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, this one, let's see. What was the first conversation like between the two of you when Darkside became more than just an idea? I think we've already kind of hit on that, right? Or is there something I want to add to that? What was the very first conversation like between the two of you when,
was-
Darkside, when Darkside became more
It was
than
literally,
just an idea, not
it
the
was
fallback?
literally,
It was after 9 holes of golf, a lot of drinks, and let's do this.
Perfect.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, like the name's just, the Darkside name was something that I got with Jed Freiberger racing back in the day, and that name just kind of stuck. Looking back, I don't know if I would have probably chose that name.
Yeah, we got a lot of
We got a lot.
of
We
bad
got.
rap.
Well, and then if you Googled it, it took you to like some porn sites at the
Oh,
time.
no.
It did at the time.
Shit got weird, but yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was
yeah.
one.
But I mean, it's there now, and I don't think anybody minds it, and
Yeah, we don't have a website, so
we
anybody
do not
knows.
have a website. Don't. You can Google Darkside, but yeah, we're not there no more.
That's funny. Okay, let's see. What do you remember about those early days of Darkside? How did it go from an idea to the first official show? So we've talked about that, right?
Our first.
Yeah, what was your first show, the very first show of Darkside?
Coconut.
Our first show, we killed it. We were actually thought we were gonna be
What
millionaires.
was that? That wasn't the fall bash. What was that?
No, it was just a weekly.
Just
Weekly.
just a weekly. Just a
Oh,
weekly
yeah.
show, not even
The
a special.
opening night of Makokada.
We got registration fees. See, everyone back.
Did we have like 150 cars?
I thought like 115 or something, which was really
It
good.
was like a lot.
But back in like 2012, every track charged a $30 or $40 registration. 30
Right.
if you registered in advance.
Yep.
40 if you registered the day of the track. Well, nowadays you don't see hardly any tracks doing a registration. You know, it's kind of gone by the wayside.
Yeah.
So that first night we got all these registrations. I mean, we had a decent crowd, and boy, we had a 2x2 safe that you could throw over your back shoulder, and we thought we were gonna fill that thing. And needless to say, after we were done, we had to start buying some stuff back. But yeah, we thought we were gonna do really good.
So that leads right into the next question. Was there a moment when you realized, oh shit, this is happening?
Not really.
No.
We've actually just, we're two guys that no matter what, we just put our heads down and figure it out.
Yeah.
It's never been a we lost type of deal. We won't accept that. Like,
No, I get it.
And that sounds cliche, but from the way me and him raced back in the day, before we even started promoting, we won.
Right.
Like, we were never the guys that just showed up to race. Like, we've had the pedigree of no matter, and we didn't come for money. We didn't have, we weren't racing against $30,000. We were racing against them, but we didn't own these cars.
Right.
Like, we had cheaper shit, and we found a way to win.
Right.
So we've kind of had that pedigree of we're gonna win.
And
Like,
that's
we're gonna
changed.
succeed.
That's changed quite a bit over the last 10 to
Oh, yeah.
15 years,
Oh, yeah.
hasn't it?
Yeah.
Now everybody's
Well,
got the top shit.
if it don't work, you got to figure out how to make it
Yeah,
work.
don't be a quitter. And what I like is you guys have the same philosophy as driving as running a business. Figure it out.
Yep.
Figure it out.
Figure
Well,
out how
and
to come out on time.
Anymore are driving though. We're just there for a good time.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
It
Yeah, the winning's gone in us, but I mean, he still wins once in a while, but now we just hire people to drive our stuff. But
Yeah.
we still do the same shit though. Like, we'll buy. I bought an old stock car. We're having more fun with right now. Jarrett Franzen's driving it. Call it the shit box. Sold more T-shirts out of that thing than anything else, and it's fun. People like that stuff.
Yeah.
They don't really care about the expensive cars. That they all can relate to.
One that has
something
character
one that has a
and-
little bit of character
Yep,
to it,
yep.
and out there just to have a good time. And when he wins in it, it'll be one of them things where I don't. That car was built in Tipton. Call him Squig. Montgomery's helped on it, so it's got some history.
Right.
And Montgomery made a comment to Jim that he goes, "I can't believe he keeps calling that thing a shitbox." It's no disrespect,
yeah.
but
It was just a joke on our side.
just a joke.
Yeah.
My dad's always called, a pile of shit race car a shitbox. So
Yeah.
that's kind of where it came from.
That's funny, man.
But it's not a pile of shit.
It is not a pile of shit. It's got nice shit underneath it too.
Yeah, completely rebuilt.
But it looks like a shit box.
Looking back, what's one mistake you made early that taught you a lesson about Darkside today? One mistake you made early that taught you a lesson.
I got mine. I got mine.
You
But
got
I'm gonna let
yours?
you go first.
Taking on at a second track.
Taking on a second track for weekly.
Fuck,
Yep.
that was mine.
Yep. Yep.
Yep, 100%
You ever,
mine. 100%
what's that
mine.
saying? You need to walk before you run.
Walk before you run.
And we went from crawling to running real quick, and we fell. So
Well, you had a great opener. And
would I do it again? 100%. I'd probably do it all
probably
over
do it
again.
all
I'd
over.
totally,
Yes.
I'd
Yep.
totally do it. I would definitely take on that second track. It humbled us in a hurry, so we actually probably needed
It was
that.
the best thing for
Yeah.
us.
We hung up. Did we tell the story on? I don't know if we told the last story on the podcast. So we were down in Tipton, and we're like, man, we're just not getting no fans down here. And everyone's like, oh, no one likes you guys. You're arrogant. Your fucking hat's backwards, and like you don't engage with the people. I'm a very sociable guy. So I go up and we buy icicles.
Box of
Box of
150.
150. We freeze them. We're like, we're gonna show these frickin' people that we're nice guys. And me and Dim go through the stands. And We're handing popsicles out, and I got the popsicles, and Doom has
I got
the
the
scissors.
scissors, and I'm just snipping.
And I'm looking over at him, and he's snipping. I'm like,
Well, after the 10 kids got done, we are like, well, shit.
Yeah.
We started walking through the stands, giving them to the adults.
we still had like
We still had
100.
a lot left.
Yeah.
They used to yell at our flag man,
Oh, yeah.
Big Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our
When
announcer,
Big
yeah.
Boy got started with us, nobody liked him.
He
either.
was
They-
the flag man?
No, he
No,
was
he
the
was an
announcer.
Oh, he was an announcer.
Announcer,
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Nobody got his one lines, his jokes, and boy, they would yell
And
at
they-
him, and he would yell back at him. We're like, you can't do this.
I was running the beer tent there, so I was actually serving beer.
Yeah.
Running the beer tent.
And you know how Tipton is, like the beer tent's right there. So I'm like, I'll just run the beer tent. And I was cooking burgers too.
Yeah. A beer,
30 of them. We only had to cook like 30 of them. We'd have like 10 left at the end of the night. But then Doom would be out in the infield, and I'm sitting there watching, and I'm telling you, there was only like 60 people there in the grandstands.
Mm-hmm.
And so it sounded like you could hear a pin drop.
Right.
Big Boy would be like, we're Darkside and we're out of here at the end of the night. And they're like, you suck. They'd yell. One guy would yell it back to him. And Big Boy's like, you suck. And I'm like, oh my God. Now we're arguing with the
Oh, yeah.
fans.
Oh my God, I love it. That's hilarious.
We can laugh at that now, but it
Right?
wasn't too
Oh,
funny
dude, I
back
get
then.
it, man.
no.
Believe
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Believe me. When people hear race promoter, they think posters and tickets. Like you say, it's easy, right? You're just going to put on a race. What does it actually take to pull off a weekend event like this? I mean, it takes obviously a village.
Yeah,
takes-
we got a network of friends that's, you've seen who showed up tonight. Like
Yeah.
we have a
Oh yeah,
network of
let's
friends.
show everybody. We got a live studio audience.
Yep,
over
get
there.
some pictures of them
Wave
too.
at the camera. That's the camera.
I mean,
Wave at the
they're alive. They got told they had to be quiet, so that's why they're not talking. But they'll all pitch in. Like if we need something down to something hauled, or if we need someone to be a corner person, they're all there. Pitch
Yeah.
shack. Yeah, I would not want to be like coming into this with zero friends, zero army, because if you had to pay top dollar for all your help, and then the biggest thing is like reliability. Like we don't even have to call if we put and
a
Doom and
show
I have
up,
done
yeah.
this. Like we did the shit box when me and Doom were like, hey, let's do this. We're gonna do the shit box race out of the blue. Our people were calling us, being like, hey, like, all right, they're in. Like we didn't have to like, okay, we better make sure we have all of our help. Like we just know that our people are good and loyal to us, where they're 100% in.
Yeah.
So that's big.
Yeah.
Yep. This is probably going right along with it. How do you go about lining up tracks, crews, safety, concessions, sponsors, all the moving parts? I mean, just to be honest with you, man, that freaks me out, because I do the broadcasting, and sometimes you'll see me there with 3 guys, and sometimes you'll see me there by myself.
Right.
It's super hard to get somebody to work all weekend
Right.
without making. Everybody wants to make $1,000 a weekend or $5 grand on a weekend, right? And I can't pay people that. I mean, I wish I could, but for a couple $100 bucks. But
Most of
so
our track help has been with us for years.
been with you forever.
And it's crazy is a lot of our track help pretty much does majority of the racetracks in the area. Mm-hmm. They can, it's really entertaining where someone will go to one track and they'll just criticize it on the officiating and scoring and flagging, and then all of a sudden they come to our track and they think it's the greatest thing in the world, and we
Damn near the same
literally
people.
use the same people.
Right.
Like it's just part of the game, but track wise, we wing it.
I wouldn't want to promote weekly and have to rely on people weekly, because
Weekly's getting tough.
there's so much going on. And I honestly think, I don't know where this is going to go on your questionnaire, but with the weekly stuff is tough. Like we need to figure something out and change it.
Well, and I'm glad you brought that up, because we had talked about this earlier about having more like a round table with some other promoters and trying to invite the promoters and get. I don't care where you're promoting. I mean, the weekly itself needs. I think it needs a bunch of people to come together and try to and figure out how to make it better, man. I mean,
And
there's a ton of tracks around.
And
right?
I don't know if it's across, the state, the country, but in Eastern Iowa right now, like it's, to me, going to these racetracks that we travel to, the weekly promoting's struggling. Like it's, and I don't know if it's because we've always talked about being spread too thin. There's too many tracks. There's too many options for people. I honestly blame a lot of, I'm going to say Makokata, Dubuque, Farley, Davenport on casinos coming in. I think when the casino came into Dubuque and got bigger, brought more, bands and whatnot. Now all of a sudden you got social media, and now you got options of what, it used to be back on, if you're a racer on Sunday nights, you'd go to Dubuque and you'd go watch races. Now,
you didn't have 9,000 other things to do either.
Exactly.
People
Now
are
you got
attached to their
you got
screens.
so many options.
And if you don't like what you're doing, you just keep moving.
Right.
So
Yes.
I mean that's, and everybody compares it. Oh, it was 20 years ago the stands were packed, and I'm like, well, 20 years ago,
there wasn't shit to do.
90% of the people, even drive around. I mean, drive around, you can see people
Right.
scrolling on their phones. And I'm like, so that's a lot of what changed is people are attached to their screens, which brings me to a point that I've been trying to make, and I'm glad Davenport did it because there's a few tracks that I go to, and like down in Florida, Henry County, they had a bar. It wasn't a bar. It was just a building, right? And he's like, I want to put a bar in there, and I'm like, fuck, I've been down there 5 years now, and I'm like, all right, get the TVs. So we did it, and I'll tell you what, we put 5 TVs in there. I put internet and stuff in there, and so the first year I went down there, man, it was bad, right? I mean, there was nobody there, and it's in the middle of nowhere in Florida. I went down there for the Sugar Bowl. And then, but anyhow, that first year, I think the second or the third year we opened the bar, and now this year they're putting on a $50,000 to win street stock or factory stock, one of the two. And that was in like 3 years, and a lot of that is because of that bar, because there's 5 TVs in there. I got three TVs that show, or 2 or 3 that show the broadcast that we're doing. Plus they'll have, if there's a race on Flow or Dirt Vision or something, they'll have that on there. Right. That place is packed.
Well, we got a buddy, Tim Sharneski, up at 141. Austin Stam, the guy that drives my stock car now, he's heading up there tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And Sharneski's, they got it going on up there.
Yeah.
They got a bar up there.
Yeah.
I mean, me and Marsha, I can give a fuck less if I don't watch races, but I just want to go party at the bar.
Yeah.
Because that place is a riot.
Well, and I think that brings into people the promoters want to bring more people to the track. But and I swear to God, they all ask me, it's like, can we put some TVs down by the bar? And I'm like, yeah, buy them. Right?
You also need to understand 141 is not dealing with 3 different tracks races within an hour.
And I get it, yeah.
I mean,
I totally get it.
And you on a Saturday night in Makokata, you got 34 Raceway, you got Makokata, and you got Independence. That's 3 tracks within.
And isn't Lee County
2
running
hours.
on the same night too on Saturday nights?
And
now
Lee
too?
County, yeah, which
They're not sanctioned.
But I mean, you pull up 141 weekly racing up there.
Yeah.
And check out the car.
Yeah, 180 some cars,
absolutely
if not
insane.
more. They average.
Like,
So
And do they have 6 classes still?
no, I think they run 5.
5 classes?
So what classes are they running? That's
good.
Sport mods, stock cars,
they got a Grand National.
Grand Nationals.
So do you think it's the entertainment? It's somewhere you can go sit in a bar and have
Yeah,
a few
they'll
beers.
get 40 Grand Nationals, which are like
Outlaws.
I would say kind of like the outlaw stock
Yeah.
cars in the Quad Cities.
So that was my point. I'm not saying that bar is how they can put on a $50,000 show, but I can tell you what. People go in there and get a beer, and then they'll sit down and watch the race, and then their buddies will come in, and next thing you know, there's 40 people packed in this
There's
bar.
people that are in that bar that don't even come for the races. They literally have they park
Right.
out front. It's like going to
Right.
your local bar,
Yep.
and there's a race going on. They can watch it right out the
So
window.
back that up. That bar is 100% the reason they're putting on
Yeah.
this race. So
Yeah.
our first multi-day fall bash, we paid cash on Friday nights because we were selling the food and beer. We had the entertainment underneath the volunteer hall. So Troy Cordes won the first night, which was a Friday night show, and we paid everyone cash over at the bar. Brilliant thinking right there, Kind of like when you go to 141, you get paid cash at the bar.
I love it.
We paid Cordes $1,000, and he spent every bit of that $1,000 at the bar that night, buying shots for everyone. It was a party. Woke up the next day and come over and asked us if he got paid. And so we had to pull the sheets up and show him that, yeah, you signed your name. And he's like, oh, I thought I got paid too. And he's like, I ain't got no money left. And he was throwing up. He was sick, and
That's so funny.
it was all he could do to race the
Had
Saturday.
a fun night.
It was a very good night.
Yep.
But
And that brings me to another thing that I don't know because I've only in this area I've only been around the track 6 or 7 years. But I heard that East Moline used to do something like that too. I think it was Toland or something when he ran it.
Possibility.
That they would pay. They would bring the drivers around front, and they would pay, and the bar's right there.
Yes.
So they would pay them right there. Now everybody pays when a pit check. Everybody just goes home.
Yep. Which, you
And
know,
I-
obviously some people got things they got to do. They
I
got to
get
get out
it,
there. But on
yeah.
a multi-day deal, like, you know, a Tipton, we could honestly, we could pay cash too if we wanted to. We don't necessarily get the bars and stuff, so it's just easier to pay checks. So
I get it.
honestly, if people don't come till Saturday to get their check, there's not that much cash sitting there the whole
But
week.
do you think it would make a difference, like at I mean, again, I don't know, right? But I mean, if the guys, like, if you paid out, would it keep fans there more? You think if you knew the drivers were coming around?
I doubt
Maybe
it.
not.
The thing is, Struck's deal at Davenport, I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing he don't get any part of the beer
I don't think
sales.
so. No, I think
So,
beer, no
so
food.
paying
No beer, no
Struck,
food.
Jeff Struck paying cash at the shed.
Won't benefit him
It won't
any.
benefit him at all.
No.
It's honestly, it's just going to make him more
Did
work.
you tell him a story about quarter spinning all the
I
money?
did.
Yeah.
So I mean, if
Thanks,
he got a
Troy.
percentage of that, then all right, it entices him to go there. But it'd just be more work for Jeff Struck to pay cash at the shed.
And this kid Jerry Van Sickle, Jay Van, he wants to know what the roller dog schedule is for the fall of the bash. So let's get that out of the way.
Tell him it's going to be limited supply to track workers.
Limited supply to track workers.
Everybody else, so you can come get roller dog.
Tell him when he's done parking haulers,
Yeah.
he can come over and get one.
All right.
You know how many roller dogs we go through?
I don't even know what is that.
So there was a weekend when we first started putting them things on. I had to buy a bigger roller dog machine.
Yeah.
Because the first one we bought just wouldn't handle it. So I bought a bigger one, and there was a weekend we went through 200 roller dogs.
Oh my God.
That's a lot of freaking roller dogs.
The line.
Wow.
Was fun.
Yeah, we had to have a line in the trailer.
That's so.
Like it didn't matter if we won or not. It was just, you know,
Yeah.
no matter how shitty the night was going, you put on Facebook like you had roller dogs going, and
Oh my God. That's so
it was
funny.
good. Yeah. And now there's a lot of trailers with roller dog machines.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Look what you started.
Mm-hmm.
What's a piece of the puzzle fans would be shocked to know is on your plate? I don't even know.
Did you write that?
Yeah, that's
I
that's.
did not. I did
Boy,
not.
I don't even know.
I cheated. I asked friends.
AI?
I asked AI a few questions. What's a piece of the puzzle fans would be shocked to know is on your plate? There's got to be something. We can come back to that one. There's got to be something that you guys are just so used to doing.
Maybe like what you said, people picking up all the
Yeah.
trash. I mean,
Let's
that's probably
think on
something
that
to think
one
of.
for a little bit. The
Yeah.
more I drink, the more that might come back.
You get smarter.
You
with it.
won't believe how smart this guy gets on Red Bull vodka.
Yeah, I don't.
Like I get out there and like I got ideas, and then he'll get drinking and he'll be like, no. But like,
Well, this next question might help you answer that one. If you could hand off one job on a race weekend and never do it again, what would it be? I think I might even know this one.
I don't do shit on race weekends.
Yeah, I don't. You know.
So it's already done.
Our deal is I run my mouth, I promote PR, and then Doom takes over the show.
I would say not dealing with drivers in the heat of the moment would probably be the thing I'd push off that I'd hate to deal with. But honestly, I got some stories that are. Jonathan Logue let me have it one night because we had a 6-foot tall trophy.
The Bob.
And it rained, and Ben Chapman went off turn 3, and I was sitting there watching him come at not only me, but like 40 people. And if he didn't hit the pole in the corner, it was not going to be good. And I seen that, and I basically told him we're done. We're not racing.
We canceled the night.
Canceled the night, offered refunds. We should have just, looking back now, we should have probably done like every other track and just been like, we're going to divide the purse up equally and call it a night. But we were white guys and said, you know what? No one's going to get killed on our watch.
Yeah.
We gave refunds. And Jonathan Logue come up to me, and he was starting like inside the top 4. And there was a 6-foot trophy and a big check, and that's all
That was,
he
was that the
all
beer?
he
Was that the
wanted.
beer can trophies?
Yes. All he wanted. And after bringing him down to my level of just like mellowness, you know, I got the utmost respect for Logan. I honestly think if you talk to him, he'd probably say the same about me and Tim. But
Right.
He understands now. Logan's venturing into the promoting world a little bit, so he's gonna see all this stuff too. But
Well, that's got to be a hard part because you guys got out, they're out there running 40, 50, 80, 100, I don't know, these cars, and they're out there. I mean, the one thing about a track is there's passion out there, right? I mean, everybody loves what they do. Everybody's trying to win.
Yeah,
so that's got to be the heat of that moment thing.
So that's a big. Brett Root told me, I was talking to him 2 weeks ago about someone, saying some stuff on Facebook, and I said, I'm just sitting back here waiting. I'm sitting back here waiting for you to respond. And he goes, I ain't gonna respond. He goes, at least that person is showing that he has passion.
Right.
He goes, well, once that's gone, he's like, we're fucked. And to me, that's a really good statement.
Absolutely.
Because, so it's not like we should be able to take a little bit of the, if you have a problem, to speak your mind on it. It shouldn't always have to be pushed under the rug. Because we lose that passion, and then what do we have?
And there's ways to handle it too, and I get that.
Oh, there is totally different ways to handle it.
But there's ways to receive it too. A lot of that can be like, you know what I mean. A lot of that, if you got to
people know at our events, if they come at me and dealing with the same problem, they are going to get two different reactions. And with me, you don't want that reaction.
Right.
With him, he'll talk it through it. I am not.
Right.
Because
he'll blow up on.
I will 100%.
Especially if he don't think we're gonna have a good night. Wow, stay away.
It's just
valid, man.
It's one of them things where I would advise everyone to go find Doom if they got that kind of a problem. But you come in the infield and you pick one with me, you better be ready, because I guarantee you.
Don't bring too much heat because there's something coming back.
Because I'm going to have your answers, and you're
Now,
not gonna like
11, 12, 1 in the morning, or 3 in the morning, find Tim. I'm going to tell you what, you won't even know you raced that night after you find him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But you also got to remember, you come to our show, there's 200 cars.
Yeah.
There's going to be 5 happy guys for sure, because there's going to be 5 winners. And then the rest of the guys are probably going to be humble or not happy.
Yep. Okay, what really keeps the doors open? Ticket sponsors, streaming, food, camping. I know it's all of it, and I guess more for since you guys are more specials, you're not weekly. So give me because what do you do? 6 or 7 different shows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What keeps the doors open is us having a full-time job.
Yeah.
And this not being it. If this was a full-time job, the doors would have been closed a long time ago. Because you can't. There's no way, for how we do this, there is no way that me and him could support our family from spring to middle of the summer to run another one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
No,
that's just, there's not enough meat on that bone. So I would have to say, honestly, it's because we don't do it weekly. We're able to absorb it.
Right.
But like a true number last weekend at the All-Star was about $6,000 loss.
Wow.
Put that on somebody's plate that doesn't have a job and was expecting to make a couple grand, goes $8,000 the wrong way for them. Now what do they do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like you can just get back on this thing quickly and go, let's put another race on. We'll do it again.
Yeah.
This ain't blackjack.
likely
Like,
the
you
bank
can't double
won't help
down
you
on it
out.
right back to back. Like now you just gotta take your losses, and move on. So the way me and him approach it is, the fall bash now is at a $6,000 loss starting up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
carry it.
We carry. That's just kind of how we do it. We don't ever.
You always save for that rainy day.
Yeah.
Well, and that says a lot too, man, because it must be nice, right? We hear that shit all the
on
time.
the back
Must
of my
be
race
nice,
cars,
right?
yep.
But God, how do we fix that, man? That's the first thing that comes to my mind. It's not weekly. It's not the big events, because you guys ain't the only one.
You know what? Last week's deal is literally 100% weather.
Yeah.
It rained.
What's up,
But
Spence?
that can bury it too, man.
What's up, bud? It rained. This time of year, you're going against Friday night football, high school football.
Yeah.
The Hawkeyes were on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fall bash, we don't have the Hawkeyes playing.
Yep, Hawkeyes aren't. But you know what? When we go into an event, I can pretty much tell you if our event's going to be decent, good, or bad off camping.
Yeah.
Like last week's event, we had 12 camp spots. which is never. It's not the Fall Bash. It's not the Dirt
Right.
Nationals. I
Right.
think right now the Fall Bash. I think we're almost 75, 80, somewhere in that area.
What's the most
We've had 105, 108 campers there at one time. So and usually, normally it's sold out, and that's not necessarily a bad thing that it's not sold out right now, because you would be surprised the people that always message us. Wait till the week of to see the weather.
Yeah.
Do you have camp spots?
Oh, I
I mean,
get it.
we've turned so many people away for camping,
Yeah.
and right now, I know they got a few spots left, but I'm going to tell you by Monday.
Yeah, I need to
it's
call
gonna
them too,
be-
because
it's-
I don't even know if my bus is going to be
When
ready.
we first went over there, how many camp spots did they have available? Oh. Was it like 20?
Yeah, maybe I thought maybe 30, 38 or something, 40.
Because it was, and then they just.
Well, here's this. See, now this is going to be the interesting part this year. You know, normally we're talking the Fall Bash. You're thinking fall weather. You're thinking
Yeah.
highs maybe in the 60s. You
I
know,
never thought of this.
if
AC.
you're coming over to camp at Tifton, there's a lot of camp spots that are just 110 plug.
Yeah.
So not everybody's going to get to run their air conditioners, or they're going to be popping breakers. So, but that's during the day. But we all know how a camper is like a box.
Yeah.
It's hot during the day.
Rain generator.
Open your windows and listen to Tim's music at night.
Right. Jerry Mackey, an expensive piece is insurance, ambulance, diesel fuel, track prep, stuff like that, of course. I'm sure that adds up.
Oh yeah. That's just it. That's the. We like to put a cost of doing business. And
Yeah.
we don't. You don't look at that as. It's just part of it. You
Yeah.
gotta know. You gotta know it going in.
Because you got to have
You
it.
gotta have
Gotta
it.
have it.
That stuff's not even. That's not even negotiable.
Yeah. Now, most of your events, are you just the back gate, or do you guys get,
We get the front and back.
you get the
Yeah.
front and the back at all of your events? Is that
front,
the way? Okay.
front gate, back gate, and pay-per-view weekend.
Okay. Very good. How do you build sponsor deals that actually work for both sides?
Man,
I think we're going to be talking about that soon.
Yeah,
Yeah, we ain't good at that.
yeah. I mean, we can social media post it. We're just not two that go out and like asking for money.
And of course, Corey says a good shirt guy helps. Of course he does.
Yeah, where's he at?
Yeah, we're gonna need a cut out of that sales too.
Yeah. Sean, at least you didn't take the mic into the bathroom. Okay, I'm going to get off
I
Facebook.
caught that. I was about walking in there. I'm like, oh.
Oh my God! Now nobody's going to do it.
You don't
Damn
want to
it!
catch him talking to yourself in there, or what?
All you're gonna hear is.
And I think we've talked about this too. But what's the financial risk side of promoting the stuff people don't see? Obviously, you just kind of hit that.
Well, yeah. One thing, like our Fall Bash now, we rain insure it. I mean, it's back when we weekly promoted, we could not afford to do rain insurance. I mean,
Yeah,
you pay for rain insurance,
Mike just asked that.
even if you have the best night, you're not making no money because you got rain insurance. I mean, rain insurance is like $2,800 for the 3 days.
Is it really?
I mean, that's another basically $3,000 on the table. But
Yeah.
at least if it rains, we know we're covered. We split that with the Fair Board at Tipton, so
Okay.
we pay half, they pay half, and
So that's been brought up quite a bit.
That's why.
Thanks, Mike, for that.
That's why when it rains, like that year, it rained and it rained and it rained. The first year it rained every day, we lost money over there a lot because we paid for all the bands and we still just let the party go. Now the Fair Board takes care of the bands, and it's kind of the deal. At least if it rains, we can still have a party. The Fair Board's not going to lose money because they're going to get the beer sales, and the bands are going to be covered, and our expenses are going to be covered too.
Yep.
So.
How do you measure whether a weekend was truly a success beyond just the money part?
Facebook.
Facebook, 100%.
Facebook?
Yeah. When you go home on a Sunday
Yep.
and you just see how much of a good time people had.
Yeah.
And not only that, like I've had calls from people in Wisconsin this week. Never been down. The only track they've ever raced on was Marshalltown a few years back. Coming down, they say the talk up here is the Fall Bash is what we need to be at, and there's a group of like 5 of them coming down,
Right.
first timers, bringing families, and That's honestly what
Yeah,
it's
you
about.
like everybody likes a good story, right? While we're on Facebook, you guys, if you're on here, follow TCE, Darkside Promotions, Done Right TV. Share this. I mean, because this is just like they said, man. I mean, this is a big deal. The more we share this, the more it gets out. It's not even about the monetization because you got to have 100,000 followers to make $1,000 or something like that. But it sure helps, man, having the followers and having the shares and stuff. Okay, let's see. How do you design a weekend so fans feel like they're part of something bigger than just watching cars go in circles?
Yeah, that's when you got to do. That's where the bands come in. During the day, have shit,
cornhole
the cornhole,
Yep.
the cornhole stuff. Fall bash, we're doing that chili cook-off type of stuff.
Yeah.
That's the type of stuff that kind of gets everybody involved. So I had this idea about doing like a garage sale. You know how like towns have like town-wide garage sales?
Yeah.
I want to do that at the racetrack where all the teams can bring out their shirts that they're sitting on. Because at this time of year, you've sold all your shirts, to your fans, to your family. Now you have all these shirts. Mm-hmm. Set up a table and just liquidate this stuff. Kind of garage sale.
That's a good idea.
Kind of garage sale it. So we talked to Sarah over there at Tipton, and I think we're going to have everyone, let everyone set up tables, whether in the Matthews building or outside it. But on Saturday, they can all kind of set their apparel up and just sell it. No vendor fee, no nothing, just kind
I
of
always
kind of help the
believe
racers
it's
out.
good to make a quick nickel than a slow dime.
Yeah, absolutely. My daughter last weekend, the All-Star race. This is a pretty good story. So I've had shirts for every race car that I've owned for the last 7-8 years. They've been sitting in my basement. I sell, you sell your,
And then you stick them away.
and then you just you make your money, and then you put all your, all the rest of them in a box. So I told her, I says, I'll let you sell all these shirts down there. You're gonna sell them for $5 a piece, but you keep it all, keep all the money. I don't want any of it.
Wow.
We were thinking she was gonna sell me like $250 worth.
She sold a bunch, didn't she?
$2,000.
That's great, though,
Yeah.
man.
So I'm like,
great idea.
That's great.
yeah.
So now it leads to the fall bash about your garage sale
Yeah,
idea.
I was just talking to him
Oh,
about it.
perfect.
Yeah.
I think that's a great
So
idea.
that's where that idea came from was, well, that worked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I got rid of we freed up 7 totes because we let her take
And
them
she's
down.
got some spending
Yeah.
money? Absolutely.
Yeah.
What do you do, let's see, what do you do differently because you know what it's like on the racers' side of the fence? Because you guys are both racers before you're promoters. So what do you do differently because you know what it's like on the racers' side of the fence?
Just tell them how it is.
When they come, I honestly think the reason why we don't have that, you don't see that huge backlash on Facebook and people saying, we did them wrong, because we can talk, because we've been there. Like, we see when someone gasses up a car, we know the characteristics of a race car. Some promoters might not see that. We do it. So when they come and say, I didn't get into them, we can be like, clearly you did. Like, you were gassed up, you were on the gas. And so I think that kind of helps, knowing that we both sat in the cars. We know how restarts go. Me and him can look at each other and tell you who screwed the restart up, even though the other persons are getting blamed for it. But I think that kind of helps, like, when you kind of sympathize with them. Like,
Sure.
we know what you're doing, not even necessarily sympathizing, but knowing that we know when you made a mistake. So,
Yeah.
So they don't come at us like,
Well, that makes sense, and that brings another question. It's not on my sheet, but how many of these promoters are like past racers, or most of them are not? Not a ton, right?
Not a ton. Not a ton. I mean, I'm not saying you have to be a racer to promote a racetrack, but it sure as hell helps.
Well, that's what I would think.
It's
I mean,
got-
just
it-
in this conversation.
It
I'm
even
like,
comes down to like the tech, when we hear about the deck height, people are pissed when they're, decks high and shit like that. We all know what you can do to manipulate that. Like, we've been there. Like, I can walk over to any Rage and Doom and I can both look at their deck height where their screws at and know if they're going to be high. So that's kind of the cool stuff about We don't have like if someone gets caught, usually they just drive back their pits. They don't even want to. They don't even want to like come at it. Like,
You know how to bust them.
yeah,
Well,
well,
because
yeah.
it happens to you guys too, right?
Oh
Didn't
yeah,
you
oh,
get
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, we got DQ'd numerous times at our show.
Last week, I think Friday night, I think we had 7 cars between mods and sport mods dock, 2 spots for deck height, and a lot of it was on the right side deck, like the right side of the car.
Nobody looks at that.
And well, then they come back with, well, I've been legal all year. Well, have you? I mean, we were honestly in this. I'll admit it. We were in this. Tim will admit it. We were in this venture too. It's like, what's deck height matter on a car? Well, you know what? IMCA makes a rule. Maybe it's time we enforce it. I mean, there's 40 cars here in a class, 30 cars in class. They all want to race. Let's be legal. I mean, 16 cars are getting teched. If 4 cars got an illegal deck, you know what? There's 12 of them that are still legal, so get your stuff legal.
And we kind of started, and this is the other thing about, people talk and they don't think you hear it back. But we're in such a thick race community. I mean, we're at the track, we're in the campfires at other tracks talking about our shows, and they don't even realize me and him are standing there.
right.
Where we were starting to get that rap of no tech. You
Yeah.
can run what you brung at the Darkside Fall Bash, you get away with it. They don't tech nothing. Well, we decided that that's enough. Like we're gonna.
And that is some of what I hear in the Davenport track, that some people think other people are cheating.
Right.
And just to be fair across the board,
Yep.
I think you'll get better attitudes.
So I think
and-
once the initial sting gets off everybody, and we did screw up last weekend. I mean, we DQ'd Micaiah, and in the stock cars, he got 5th. He got DQ'd for low right front frame height. Brett texted me, and he's like, "Hey, that's a 2-spot penalty. It's not a DQ." So we screwed up there. We made it right. We took care of the pay. We took care of the points. But that's one thing nice about having IMCA with you, is they're the ones that at the end of the day they can tell you like, "Hey, you screwed up here. Here's what you got to do," and it was handled. It was done. We put it out there that we screwed up, and move on it.
and they were probably okay with that.
They were.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's been
And
other
that's
there's been
big.
other tracks where they have a problem with carburetors and whatnot, and they can't just admit that they were wrong. Instead, they just
Yeah.
dive on that sword, and next thing you know, no cars are coming because everyone's like, I ain't going there if if they're just willing to be that way. And I was guilty of it too. I'm like, I know I have my stuff looked at, and sometimes you just have to admit you're screwed up. I mean, as a promoter, tech guys, we can all just admit we screwed up and move on. I think it's better for everybody involved, and just move on. But the racers can't hang us on it either.
Yeah.
They got to give us a little bit of
Yeah,
a
I
little
agree
bit
too.
a little
'cause
bit of leniency. on it.
Everybody makes mistakes, and
Yeah.
you're learning.
Well, and
and
then,
but if you admit you made a mistake and you'll try not to do it again,
Right.
I think the
Exact-
drivers are good with that.
Exactly.
And
So-
racers that are watching this, Tipton is putting us in a tech pad, a concrete level tech pad, so it should be done by Wednesday. So,
Oh, nice.
that's one thing that was always tough. Finding a level spot, where how do you measure this? Because the spot's not level. Well, that's not going to be a problem. So, if you're coming to the Fall Bash, be aware that tech will still be strict.
Just be aware
and
of text tight. because-
Text tight.
Yep.
Text tight.
Yep.
Yep.
So
I've
is there
had-
some things you want to tell the people about?
Make sure your deck height's
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Deck
And-
heights,
that's
deck
number
heights,
one.
deck
Deck-
heights, frame heights. I mean, that's the 2 easiest things to get people on.
Two easiest thing to tech.
Make sure your rev boxes are set right.
Yep.
Yep.
You'd be surprised how many people wash their car and the rev box changes somehow, but
Yeah.
it happens. I mean, it happens.
Yeah, it sure does.
Polar bear fell on me
Yeah.
evidently, but yep.
Sounds like that car just changed its rev
Yep.
box by itself too.
So yeah.
That's funny. What's one thing you've tried for fans or racers that really worked, and what's one that totally flopped?
So we tried at the ship box. We tried $10 admission,
Yep.
and it didn't work. And I mean, 100% can say, I mean, I'm a numbers guy. He knows this. Spreadsheets don't lie when it comes to this. That did not work. We did not gain enough fans to cover the loss that we had versus.
So the head count was about the same
Yeah.
anyway.
We gained, I think, 25 to 30 people
Yeah.
on a normal average night. that
And
we
they,
would've
they flux that way anyway.
People
So-
people nowadays are either coming to an event or a weekly show or they're not. That's just the way it is.
And the way that admission prices and pit passes are generated is off. It's all off of. This is what we need at the end of the day. You start. Here's your payout. Then you break it down to how many people are going to be here. We got it down to where we know the average of people that come with the car per special, and then we know how many fans we're going to have. And the only way to cover the pay is you got to back math that down, and that's where the gate always comes in. Like we don't just wake up and say, oh, we're going to charge $25 to get into this event. It's not how it goes. It goes by the payout. So when you see
So there's a formula
there's a
for
form.
that. You guys
there's
don't just.
no. This is not a. Oh, let's just charge $20 today. You know, it's not how it is. That's when you see like between the $18 and $20 at the admission. That gets to be big.
It's no different than a late model show. You know, Jeff Struck's getting a lot of grief. Oh, $45 pit passes this week. Well, I'm telling you, a lot of people don't understand the cost of his show this week. I mean, pro late models are not cheap.
No, I know. And he's got a $12,000 purse for the mods.
We did a
$12,070, and that's just for the cars
Yes.
to start.
yes.
Now let's talk about the tow money. You know, that's what everyone else forgets.
Everyone
too.
overlooks all that, and that's I mean that's
He's got a hell of a
Yeah.
purse coming out this weekend. That's a lot.
and I'm telling you, I hope a lot of people support Jeff this week.
I do too,
Not
man.
only Jeff, the Durbans have supported us forever in the fall bash, but I'm telling you, there's a lot going on this weekend.
I know,
a lot.
man. I know.
It's 80-degree weather. No, there's a lot of options. So hopefully
There's
they get
a
out
lot
and
of big
support 'em.
shows too.
Yes. Yep.
Did you see Dubuque cut 4 cylinders?
I did.
What do you think?
I don't know, man. They weren't getting a lot of them. I know that. I mean, that's tough for me, man, because I think if you can get 15 cars a week, but a lot of these tracks are getting 7 or 8,
I know.
and that doesn't work for anybody.
But they're only getting 7 or 8 mods too.
Well, that's the point, man. I don't.
Yeah, like I seen it, and I gave it a like on Facebook because I agree with what they said about getting over 7 classes on a Sunday is a lot, and it is a lot. But I mean, so I think some of these weekly tracks really got to look at all the classes. You know, like I think modifieds and late models. I think weekly. They need to be like every other week, like
Yes.
alternate them guys.
They need to.
and put them at 1,000 to win.
East
every other week.
Moline, East Moline sounds like it's going to open back up, which
what I'm hearing,
someone will always open a track up. You got to remember
Oh,
that.
there's always somebody behind you
Someone's
that's
always
better.
got the answer.
Right.
And
I'll show them how to do it.
the best thing that could happen with East Moline and Swanson is call up to Dubuque and work with them. As I'm telling you, if they would stagger late models
That's
one
what
week,
I'm saying, man.
late models one week in Dubuque, mods that week in East Moline,
Yeah.
the next week, late models are at East Moline,
Well,
the
you
mods
got to
are in
make
Dubuque.
it. You got to make it 1,000 to win. Like
And I've been kind of saying that for years, and I've never promoted, and I don't want to. But like with Davenport, Davenport and CJ being what, an hour away basically.
Yep.
I would think, just like you said, have like, okay, the first and third week you're gonna have, Jeff's gonna have late models or whatever, and then so CJ, maybe not run late models, they run mods, and maybe leave the mods off it, give a big purse, so you guys can alternate,
Yes.
and at least try and still maybe get enough track points. I don't know how the track points and stuff work either, but a lot of people are not chasing track points anymore.
if you
right?
look at tracks, go my race pass and look at the numbers of modifieds that followed weekly points this year.
Yeah.
A lot of tracks had three cars.
Yeah.
So 3 people race for points.
But that's another thing too.
So I
that-
mean, you don't have to look at. I don't think you have to look at points as much as you do of taking care of yourself. Like
Yeah.
as a track, you have to survive.
I get
Yeah,
that.
I honestly,
You know?
my 2 cents, I think the points thing's all overrated anymore. The national championship obviously goes into bonus points, but let's be honest, if you want to race weekly, You want to win a championship, just go race at a track every single week, and you're going to give yourself a good chance to win points.
Right.
Now, I think a racer that goes and wins a $10,000 mod show against 50 cars, I think that should be worth more than a 40-point feature win in my book. But
Makes sense.
you know, you look at national points, and with respect to everybody that runs for it, very seldom is the national champ probably the best car in the division.
Right.
I mean, that's just the way it is.
In this area, man, like, I don't know, 100, 200 mile radius, there's a ton of talent, machines. I mean, there's a lot of guys in here that can win
It's
anywhere.
tough for anybody to come out of our area with a national championship.
Yeah.
Because they can't win.
competition.
They can't win weekly.
Yeah.
You know, like you go to other places that don't have that. It changes this whole game big time.
And with that same kind of thing, promoters don't like to talk to each other, do they? The weekly guys, I get that vibe.
Actually with me and him, we talked about every promoter around here.
Yeah, but you guys are different.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the weekly guys, like,
Yeah.
I don't think,
If we were weekly promoting, probably not.
because I think what you said about East Moline calling Dubuque, I mean, I think that's the smartest thing in the world, to say, let's sit down, how can give me something, I'll give you something, right? Like, let's figure this out. Let's split this up.
Yeah.
You know you're going to get people to bitch, because people bitch about anything, but if you get that conversation out of the way, I mean, maybe that works, man, because nobody likes to see 8 cars for one heat and then an 8-car feature when it's one guy is going to run off with it.
Yeah. Well, what irritates me the most is 10 cars.
Yeah.
10 cars,
2 heats.
2 heats. It's the dumbest thing ever.
And then they all make the invert.
Everybody
Yeah.
makes the invert. It is, I'm sorry, it is the dumbest thing ever. All you do is you give that guy on the pole twice the opportunity to wreck all your good cars.
Yeah.
So that's what drives me nuts the most about weekly racing. But yeah, back when we promoted weekly, it was we try to reach out to promoters, and it's like, nope, this is how I always done it. You can just live with it. Now, I mean, we talked to Jeff Struck, we talked to Jerry Van Sickle, we talked to Matt Christ. I mean, we talked to down at 34.
Brad.
We talked to a lot of promoters,
And you can tell because you guys are sharing your stuff too. I mean, you
yeah.
can see that.
I mean,
And I just think it's a good idea because, I mean, like you say, it's at some point you're going to have to try so you guys can win something.
Well,
I mean,
and that's one thing with Dubuque. Dubuque and Maquoketa are considered my home tracks in Farley. So I mean, I don't want to see anything happen to, especially Dubuque. Like, me and Marcia went there for 20-some years now and watched races. I think they're fine looking at what they need to. It does suck for the force owners. I get it sucks, but I think they're looking in the right direction. But now, if you're looking at car count, then we need to look at that mod class. And I mean, I own mods, but
but you're right, that might be a good solution for
got-
them to talk to East Moline if they're going to fire back up.
Yeah, you gotta.
and I think
Run
Dubuque.
every other week.
Honestly, I think Dubuque would work with them too.
Yeah.
I mean, Dubuque wants to see their stuff go good, and I think East Moline's at the point where it needs to go good.
And I did like Maquoketa's schedule this year. I don't know what you thought
I did
about
too.
it.
Yep.
But that was a bold move and a good move.
I know.
By taking off some nights. I know
100%.
you got some people who are like, man, we want to race, but I'm telling
Yeah.
you, most of these people don't want to race
Yeah.
weekly.
Yeah.
I mean,
It gets expensive.
Mo
Well, it
Maquoketa,
gives you guys an opportunity to go out and grab a bigger show.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can go.
And you can still get
And now
your
if you-
track points.
And now if you work together, now
And I think
when
they
they're
caught
off,
quite a bit of heat on it.
Oh, they did, but
you know, but
I think they got honestly, Maquoketa's got the right guys at the helm.
I think they do too. Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how, next year goes with them guys, but they're good at what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they're young.
Yeah. No, they're doing a good job.
I
No
don't
doubt
I
about
don't
it.
really see anybody else young coming into this. I mean, because kind of an old man's
Oh my God.
sport now,
Uh-oh.
promoting wise.
Burned it.
This is my favorite one. With Done Right TV and streaming in the mix, has it changed how you promote? Does it change what fans or racers expect?
Dude, I've been a advocate for pay-per-view. I've always said
I was
pay-per-view.
not.
Pay-per-views is the future. I mean, it's gonna come to a time, mark my words, where promoters are gonna live and die off the back gate. The front gate is gonna be bonus, and you're gonna live off pay-per-view.
You remember when we did that race in
Spring?
Donaldson?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
COVID?
yeah.
the COVID
No
race.
one in the Grand Series.
Yeah.
Not one person.
I know.
Remember that?
Yeah,
Yep.
I do.
And it worked.
Yep.
Yeah.
How the hell it worked? It worked.
And then, you see so many people criticizing pay-per-views killing tracks. So I'm going to tell you, we run a spring fling, and we went back and forth
Yeah.
about pay-per-view, no pay-per-view. Weather wasn't great, and we didn't have pay-per-view, and it was our worst event.
Yeah.
And weather wasn't great, but that's where pay-per-view comes in.
Right.
I mean, that's a lot of people don't understand that. Like, we look at pay-per-view as bonus money,
Right.
honestly.
That's
the
exactly
way,
what I say.
You would
If
be
you don't
surprised.
have it, you're leaving money on the table.
You would be surprised how many haulers come to our events and have pay-per-view on in their haulers.
No, I know.
Or travelers. When you run a special event with 200 cars, 150 cars coming from 3 different states, you have to have pay-per-view. Because their families can't all come here. You got to give them a source to watch the races.
Yeah. And that's like I
100%
said.
agree with you.
Like I said earlier, it's
Now, if we could get some more money out of pay-per-view, it'd be nice.
well, if I can get some more money out of it, man, you're getting half of what I'm getting. I mean, I'd love for everybody to make more money, dude, because, and I'm thinking along the same lines, and I'm not going to get into it completely, but the weekly, dude, you sell 40, man.
Yes.
You know what that's like too, because we've had some shows where it's
Yeah.
like, holy shit,
Well, that's
this
what I
is-
was telling you, Makokata.
Yeah.
If you come to me and Tim after a event and said, you sold 50 a night.
Yeah, here's your 150 bucks,
Yeah,
here's your 300
here's
bucks, whatever it is.
400 bucks for the special.
Yeah.
Me and Tim would be like, yeah, we're not. That's not the bonus money we're looking for.
Yeah.
So, but
No, I get it.
weekly's a little bit different than a special. Like
Totally.
our races, we have to have pay-per-view because we got travelers, they have to be there. But there's ways I think pay-per-view can benefit weekly racing a lot better too.
I do too, man. I do too, and I did not put that question in there. I put in what I wanted, and it spit that out. But
Pay-per-view is not killing weekly racing, though. I will say. that.
I don't. I mean, and you guys see the reports too, because I mean,
Yep.
80. Sometimes there's more people that are local, but are they here? They could be in Florida just
God.
because their email
Right.
address is
Yeah.
registered in
Right.
Davenport.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many.
It's cool though now seeing the reports.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like now you can actually like
You see
know
where they're
back
at.
back
Yep.
when we first started there was no transparency there. We
Yeah.
didn't know.
Yeah.
It was kind of a I don't know.
Yeah, it was
you know.
just basically we're taking your word, and
Yeah.
this is what we get. And
Yeah, and that's why I do that, man. Because and them are your customers.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you
Right.
should know who's buying them.
Yep.
You know. Do you think streaming brings more people to the track or keeps them home? And how do you balance that? I think it brings more people to the track actually because our footprint is way bigger. I mean, because we're putting like Davenport and Dubuque and Makokata. I guarantee there's people, and I haven't looked lately, but there's people from way out of state that are tuning into these tracks.
Right.
And how many of these guys that are coming from Arizona or California and stuff?
Well, we can always tell.
they got family out there.
Yeah.
Right.
When
Co-
we have-
Cody
you know,
Laney's
Cody
watching.
Laney, yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
Cody's
You know?
Cody's mom's always watching. Like you can guarantee you they're all streaming out there watching them. Dylan Thornton saying, yeah, when you get them travelers, that turns into a big deal.
It's like, well, CZ's coming next week.
Right.
Or
Yeah,
Cole.
they'll have that on the bar.
I bet you money it's on at the bar. And you know what? Me and Tim are fine with that because
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
people at that bar are not going to come. They're not going to drive
The best part is
6
the
hours
best
down
part
there.
is they see the race and it's kind of a commercial for your next event.
Absolutely.
You know, and,
Absolutely.
Give them reasons
Yeah.
why they want to come.
The one thing I'd like to do at the Fall Bash this year is like to have the camera crew kind of walk around throughout the day, see all the shit that's going on. Like
Yeah.
even afterwards, like the bands, like that place is just the atmosphere is
We can make that happen.
crazy.
Yep,
You
give
know,
'em
like,
reasons to
like
come.
the pits. I mean, we'll see around the campfire here, but there's so many little parties going on. Everyone's got
Yeah.
their own thing going on, and it's just cool as hell to see.
Yeah. That's
You
that's
know, the
good
wet
stuff.
T-shirt contest, we could probably really sell the shit out of pay-per-view on that.
What's that now? Say that again.
The Sandy's Wet T-shirt
Oh,
contest.
yeah. Let's do it, man.
But
I ain't
we'd
scared.
have to sell another subscription for that.
I say this thing happens on the front stretch of the race.
I'm down.
I mean, your camera stuff will already be set up top.
Yeah. Yeah.
We put them on that trailer right where we always stand and party during the races.
Yeah. I hope Ricky's still got that boom out there, does he?
I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
Yeah, I'll talk to him this weekend.
All right, now we're getting into the fun stuff. We're in the last stretch of 2025. What's still on your plate before the season wraps up? We have a couple events after the fall
Yeah.
bash. I know we're focused on the fall bash, so let's have what you got after the fall bash.
So let me go ahead. Go ahead, you got it.
So the week after the Fall Bash is the Bob Larson Memorial.
Yep.
That's up
Darlington.
in Darlington, Wisconsin. We're partnered with Matt Christ up there. They got a pretty good following every single week, so that should be.
I was just up there side by side riding last week and bar hopping.
I used to go up there all the time, man.
but
That
it
is
was
such a
just so
fun
much
place
fun up there.
Oh
You
my
should.
God, I love that
Their
place.
stands up there weekly racing are usually pretty good. So
Yeah.
we're looking
Yeah.
forward
Yeah.
to
They're
honestly going up there.
There are
We were
kind of
supposed-
people up there.
Yeah, we were supposed to go up there for one show and it rained out, and then they rescheduled it, and then I had other stuff going on, unfortunately. But and then so then we got Darlington, and then
The Dirt Nationals,
Dirt
which is
Nationals.
basically the sister to the Fall Bash.
Yep.
It's a real close sister too,
Mhm.
because it's pretty much gotten.
and that was
Right
back
there
in
with
Makokata. No,
Yes.
back in
October
Makokata.
Yep.
16th through the 18th.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. What's been a highlight this year, and what's been a tough lesson this year? Just this year. Pay-per-view, the first race.
Yeah.
I had to.
I mean,
Yeah, you already answered that question.
yep. Yeah, it's just
You
a
won,
weird-
Kelly. You won that one.
Finally, win one. And so that was a tough lesson. What's a highlight? That's coming, right? That's next week.
Yeah, that's always
That's
our,
your big
that's-
baby. That's-
honestly, we do all this shit all year long for this
For this one
this
show.
one show. This is why
So get to the fall bash,
this
everybody.
is why we do it. Obviously, the Iowa Dirt Nationals that thing's taken off.
The ship box was a pretty good
The ship-
highlight.
the
For
ship-
first year
the
throwing
ship
it
box-
together.
No, that was phenomenal.
Shitbox next year is going to be a good
If
one.
if the ship box would have happened on that Friday night when we originally had it,
Yeah.
if it wouldn't have rained, it was gonna be crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was hyped up. People loved it.
And I know we're not done, but if you could relive one night from this season, just for the fun of it, which one would it be?
Probably I don't know if I'd say the Mars race partnered with Kai's. Maybe
Nippy
change a couple
50.
things. The Nippy 50 was a good time. Yeah.
Nippy 50 is a good time.
Nippy 50 was really
Actually,
good.
I had a blast at the All-Star race down Makokata.
Yeah.
Really,
The atmosphere down last week in Makokata was freaking
honestly, you always have a blast. So
yeah,
it's
I seen the sun every night.
yeah,
so,
it's
or every morning.
they're all pretty good.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out there, but I'm gonna reach out to. I used to be certified through Flow, but I'm gonna reach out to Flow and see if I can do at least the local shit around here. It's stupid for them to send a crew,
Right.
And then like at Davenport when they send that Mars series up there, they're like, hey, how do we hook this screen up?
Yep.
And I'm like,
Right.
really? So I had to take my wireless up there and hook it up for them. But,
Yep.
I mean, it just
Well,
it just makes sense.
And so now you want to go back to pay-per-view. See, we can get in another aspect of pay-per-view with them Mars races. We run a Mars race
Yeah.
on a Thursday night, partnered with Kai's over in Tipton.
But don't they have a contract with Flow?
Yes. You know what we got? $2,000.
No shit.
On a Thursday night, that is absolutely terrible. Yes.
All right, so you guys know that I'm going to do that, so make sure you tell them.
So when you want to talk pay-per-view, we do have some areas where we do criticize pay-per-view, like this is where we need more. And
Well, and I don't disagree with that because there's, they come rolling in, they bring, and I get it, they're bringing a show, but some of these tracks don't get shit.
we also signed the dotted line on the contract knowing that's what we were going to
Yeah.
get too.
Yeah.
So when we ran that show, when the weather was not great, at the end of the day, we knew what we were getting.
Yeah.
We were just
Once again, we continued on
yes,
with the show. It's
yes,
what we do.
we
Yeah, I
continued
get it.
on where, looking back, we should have just said, no, if we ain't going to get no more pay-per-view, we should have been out.
Yeah. Okay. Next year. When you think about next year, what excites you the most? And I know we're going over, guys, but I don't think anybody's complaining. We got about 100 people on there.
Yeah, and I got some people that I want to put on too and talk about that points fund at.
Okay. Yeah,
bash,
for
too.
sure.
I'm excited for the Yankee next year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's going to be a thing for you guys now.
It's gonna be,
Yes.
It's so we got the dates. So the Yankee 2026 will be August 27th, 28th, and 29th.
Okay.
So that's
And that's good because it's the week before
the prelude.
the prelude to the Super Nationals.
that's
so
nice. That is
So we're
nice.
gonna have a little bit of time
It's-
to
it's-
rebuild our frickin' livers before we go on the route.
yes.
We literally went. So this year we went to Fort Dodge to the 100,000 stock car race. So we were there from I'd say Monday to Wednesday. Went to the Yankee Thursday. Got rained out Friday. Left for Boone on Saturday, and then came back the following Sunday. So this week in between is going to be real nice.
So your check liver light went off?
The bulb burn out of that.
And I'm
You
gonna
have
tell
the
you
light on anymore.
what we're not doing. We're not gonna get crazy and throw a race on in between that either.
Okay, so that's one thing. Any new tracks, new formats, or ideas you want to go after next year?
No, I don't have.
I think we're ventured to the tracks we want to be at right now.
This year right now, it has not been one of our most successful
Yeah.
years. So, do I think maybe we're trying to go too much? Probably. We may have to scale it back, but me and him probably won't do that. We
Right.
should, but we probably won't. I mean, looking at numbers, the All-Star race should be hitting the head, but it won't be. We'll do it. We'll do it again.
We'll tweak it.
We'll tweak
It'll
it.
get-
We'll get it figured out. But that's the type of shit that when everyone's like, oh, you should put a race on here, a race on there. The problem is when you do them quick things, it takes away from your focus on your ones that you really succeed at. So
I get it.
then it hurts the ones that you
The ones you
built
need.
up
Yeah.
you built up
Yeah.
for so long. So I would definitely say, well, I mean, then again, we took on Darlington. We're going to Darlington, so
Yeah.
I mean, we did add another.
That was
track.
a spur of the
That
moment
was
deal.
spur of the moment.
And you're not getting rid of that one next year either.
No, that
No,
that
that's
one
not
I
going
guarantee.
away.
That one's growing roots.
Yeah, that'll be when we cross the Mississippi. That'll be our track we go to.
If everything goes your way, what headline do you want fans or media writing about Darkside in 2026?
Man, you really used AI on this
I
shit.
did,
didn't you?
man. I did. I did. I'm learning how to ask it questions. You just got to
I'm
give
just
it.
trying to stay off the back of the papers and out of the obituaries. This is all I'm doing. So I don't really,
I
I don't
hear
really
that.
care about the headlines. I'm assuming Doom's just hoping he doesn't read that the Timmy Current Memorial Race was a success.
Oh my God. Let's see. Promoting isn't easy. We only got a couple left, guys. Promoting isn't easy. What keeps you showing up to do it?
The fun.
Fun. You guys have fun. So
You
that's
know? Like, it goes back to once again the comments on Facebook. Honestly, for the most part, everybody appreciates the effort we put into this. So
You know, and I can just feel it right now, just the energy of,
Yeah.
of what you guys, that's
Yeah.
your main
Long
driver
as
is
it- you know,
enjoying
long as
what
if-
you do.
Yeah.
Fun.
as long as
taking
if the
it- you don't
excitement's
take it-
there.
Don't take it seriously.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, you gotta take it serious, but you gotta have a little bit of fun while you're doing
absolutely.
it. You know?
Well, the fun's the whole part. If you're not having fun doing it, you just will not do it.
There's been races where, like, I like to entertain and host a good party after the races. There's been mornings where, like, I'm walking to bed and he's getting up to go prep the track. Like,
Or to the bank.
yeah, whatever he's doing. But he's like, we're on different schedules.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm third shift for sure. So I'm actually second, third for sure.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
why we
fine
do
with
it.
that.
That's why we do it.
What's the moment that makes all the stress worth it? I think you probably just answered that.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
the fun you have.
Here's one. If someone told you tomorrow they wanted to start promoting races, what's the first piece of advice other than don't?
So AI even knows the answer to that.
Yep. AI knows
AI knows it.
Cases.
I mean, you could do all the cliche. You better have $1 million if you want to make a half. It takes a lot of money. Like
And you hit on that earlier too
Yeah,
about
there's just-
specials. You know, I mean, the specials are a different animal than
weekly promoting. I wish all the best to all of them. I don't know why they do it. That's
Especially without
Be-
communicating. I'm
beyond
going to throw
me,
that in there.
like-
So I think if they communicated, it might. I don't know.
well, I mean, you get one track that shuts down, and you think it's going to stay shut down. It's never going to stay shut down.
Yeah.
It's going to be somebody's going to say, "I'm going to do it," and I'm glad we have them people because it gives us a place to race.
Problem is there's just so much weekly racing there's so much to do. You know, it's like someone said Dubuque had a really good last night. They did free admission.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
They said they're going to do 3 of them next year. Well, a lot of people don't. Well,
They don't
forget
get
it.
it.
When it's free more than once, now the person says, "Well, I don't have to go to this time free because I can go the next time."
Right.
And you know, it's like weekly racing. Weekly racing is literally it's the same repetition over and over, and I think that's a big part of why the stands are down with weekly racing. You can go camping.
Well, shit, our stands
You
are
go
down.
side-by-side
our,
ride.
Our stands are down at specials. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Well-
So it's not. I don't think it's just weekly. It's across the board. Like,
Yeah. There's so much to do.
There's way too much to do. I mean,
And kids didn't grow up on bikes like we did.
No.
You know what I mean? They're on their phones. They're on their tablets. There's a million things to do, right? Without even going anywhere.
You know, I think you guys hit it on the head in the very beginning of this podcast that there's so much. You said the casino.
Yeah.
Well, that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Side by sides.
I mean,
They've
in the-
taken off.
Yeah, and I'm just saying in the Quad Cities, they got bands playing everywhere. They
Yeah,
got entertainment
well, I'm
everywhere
telling you,
all the
when
time.
Dubuque introduced like the Diamond, when it went from the boat, and then they put the Diamond Joe in, and then they put the Q in. Now those two are competing against each other for entertainment, and there's entertainment every weekend in Dubuque now. And that whenever that happened, that's when you started seeing like me and my wife, like we're gonna go down there, and we're not gonna go watch a weekly racing. We're gonna go watch that.
Yep.
You know,
I think
and-
you nailed it
And
right there.
That's that, and I'm just saying that I feel like, from when I look back at it, that's a turning point of when our community started to go, not so much Motorhead, you know, like Die Hard, to I'm going to listen to my wife type of people, because that's just how we ended up being.
Yeah.
And then you got to also look at what night a track race is on. You know, Friday night is the best night to have a race on because everyone gets paid. They work all week. They get paid on Friday. It's first money. So now you get everyone's money, and you know what? You can go out and see the race on a Friday night. And if you want to go camping, you want to go to a graduation party, you want to go side by side, and you got your whole weekend.
That
Now,
works until football season.
Sunday, I'm telling you, Sunday, people are burnt out after Friday and Saturday.
It's their day of rest.
You got to go to work
High
Monday.
school football.
You got to go to work Monday. It's real easy. I'm bad. I'll rent something on a Sunday. I won't hardly go to. If I go to 5 races on a Sunday
Oh, yeah.
without a car, you're lucky.
I get it.
And if it ain't on pay-per-view, I'll find something on pay-per-view.
Jared Miles just said teamed up deal is one of the best ideas from Darkside.
That is actually
I thought I had
teamed up is actually what really took off the fall bash.
It is.
We had 60 plus teams, 62 teams I think that first year.
Wow.
And that
And you know, so the teamed up deal, it's hard to explain how we do this, those championship belts. I've tried to write it up so many times on Facebook, and it's so hard to put it into words how you're trying to explain it. But what it is every night's a new night. So say me and you are teamed up and you two are teamed up, and we go on Thursday night, we race against each other. You get a first, I get a first, he gets a third, and he gets a third. We're the best out of that night. We're the best out of that night. So this is our points, and we take them into Saturday. Like, that's our name is now up here for Saturday. And then they're down here on Saturday. So they didn't even make the cut. They're not even in the running for the belts. We go to Friday. Me and you do it again. And we get second and second, and they get first and first. Now they're up here with us. So that team goes up there with us. Now it's going to go down to who did better it's going to get broke down. It's not about total. Me and you ain't total for them belts. It's individual performances on nights.
Yeah.
So, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, it's not about adding points together. You can, like me and you, if we had a problem and you're like, I'm going to get a new teammate, then you can go back up on that chart. You can get up there. It's just all about individual nights is how this thing breaks down. Every night somebody gets paid. Well, I think we throw $100
Yeah,
in.
we throw 100 in.
It's
Is
$10.
that something you guys came up with, or is that something you heard from
It
somewhere
was
else?
it was
or
a
just
drink. It was a drinking.
Oh
just
yeah,
a
that was
drinking game?
100%.
Yeah.
Turned
So
into
how it started was we were like, people were like, it was kind of getting to like, no one was like helping each other at racetracks, and we're like, dude, if we made them like have to be, like, now we got modified, because I'm like, how can we get more?
Yeah, it started with mods and sport mods,
How can
and
we
now
get
we've
more,
just ventured out to everybody.
Like, how can we get more sport mods to our events? Well, let's have a modified has to have a teammate at one of our shows, and now we call it teamed up. So now the modified guys are reaching out to the sport mod guys, and that one year we had 60 some.
And you'd be surprised the mod guys that actually now they're interested in watching their sport mod partner.
Yeah.
Sport mods are interested in watching their
Absolutely.
mod partner versus just sitting at their
You
trailer.
get that- you get that buzz going,
Mod
man.
heats
You
are up.
get
Who
that-
cares?
yeah.
You know.
But now,
Totally.
and then now it's gotten to be where everybody wants to be involved in the teamed up deal. So now we just literally have opened it up where you just need a teammate. You
Right.
can be in the same class,
Yep.
which to me don't make sense, because if you're trying to go for max points, which is
You both need to win.
you both need to win, and if you're in the same class, you're not going to be able to do that. But who won it last year? Drosty. What wasn't Tyler Drosty in it?
I don't know. You ain't got that on your
No,
notes.
I don't got that on my notes. But
Just
Cody
you
said
should
he
have.
just wanted to say hi when he just called you.
Cody
Overton?
Overton. I was gonna say I was gonna say maybe Cody's got a teammate already.
That's funny.
We should have put him live.
oh yeah,
Yeah, but it should have.
Well, we can do that, but not tonight. I mean, we could do that stuff in the studio.
we definitely have to have the Valentines come in and.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talk
I
to
got
us
two
about-
more. And then I think, what do you lean on each other for, and how do you divide the load? I think you kind of talked about
Yeah, we
that.
divide it pretty good. I run my mouth on Facebook,
And
he
then he
puts on
backs
the
it
show.
up. He puts on the show and
quick-
takes care of all the
Quick
heat.
story, when we first started, I literally thought I wanted, like, I bought the white pants, the neon shirt, and Doom would always give me the fucking headset with the battery dead on. So I'd be out there, and he'd be
It's
like,
perfect.
Tim, just go run the water truck. Well, I'm a freaking amped up guy, so I'm gonna run this water truck as best
Nobody's
as you can
talking
run
to
it.
me.
And I'm like, why are you
Just
not
triggered.
talking to me?
Running down the
And
running down the front stretch.
I'm like this,
yelling at me out the window of the thing, and we're all laughing at him.
I'd be driving past, I'm like,
Losing his
hear nothing.
shit. Losing
and
his
then I'd
shit.
turn around, and I'd come back, I'm like, still can't hear nothing.
That is
That's
the
by
And he's like,
design.
just go.
that is the point we realize he belongs in the beer tent.
Yeah.
Oh my
So that's
God.
what. So
That's
after that
fantastic.
happened, after that whole year debacle, we decided that I was better at PRing and Dim was better at running the shows.
I love it.
And then therefore there's no
That's money, man.
there's also no he said, she said. No one can ever
Right.
say Tim said this, because Dim would be like, no, he didn't.
That's solid, man.
Yeah.
I touched on this too. Where's the best place for people to follow Darkside and stay plugged in for 2026?
Tim's Facebook
Tim's
account.
Facebook.
Yep.
We do got other pages
We got other
too.
pages, but if you really want to stay tuned in, just go to
Yeah.
mine.
Someone's been to a Darkside show. What's the one-line pitch you'd give them?
Enjoy.
Have fun.
Bring a rested liver.
Yeah. Yeah. Plenty of sleep before you get there.
Don't blame us for your bad choices.
And then the last one, an easy one. What's the one thing you hope people remember about Darkside when they leave the track?
They had a good time.
Yep.
They had a good time.
Yep.
Well, guys, thank you. And if you got to bring somebody else up, I appreciate your time. And we've had almost 100 people on this one, and I'm sure there's some on YouTube.
Jeff,
And I've missed quite a
time.
few comments, but I apologize.
it's time
to
for you to
everybody.
talk.
Get over here.
You jerk.
Here, you can. Don't leave us.
Here, you're not doing it?
Get in there.
Don't leave us. Sit down. Take his. Sit down.
Here, take
Here,
mine.
take
You
a
can
mic.
Take mine. You guys have been in there.
Put it on.
Here we go. You want to read the whole list?
So all I'm gonna do is read the list.
I don't know.
So you guys put on a point fund, right? Just start with that. You put on a point fund for the.
It was
He came
probably
up with
3
it.
years ago.
3
Standing
years
on the
ago?
infield with Tim, drunk as usual.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm going to start a point fund for the mods for the fall bash. And I said, I'm going to make it pay more than your race does.
Yeah.
And he said, that wouldn't surprise me. Anything with you doesn't surprise me. And then I went to her, and she helped me, and away we went.
That's awesome.
We got up to $5,000 the first year. We didn't have very much time, and then this last year we got it to 10. Really, the economy took a shit on us this year.
Yeah.
We got it back to 7.
That's pretty solid though, man. I mean, it's free money for these guys, right?
Yep,
And it's a lot of work to do that.
it is.
I totally get that.
We just wanted to. Fall bash is like my
Yeah.
favorite race of the year,
Absolutely.
so we just wanted to make it bigger and better.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's a good way to do it.
yep.
So there's a reason you did it. Who are you doing it for? Is it like a memorial or something?
It's for Paula. Well, actually, I can't take credit for naming it. We were so busy rounding up money, and Timmy called me one day. He said, it needs a name, and I was like, I never really thought about it. I was just too wrapped up in getting the money. And he said,
Right.
I said, what do you got on your mind? He said, how about the Paula Meyer? And I was like, that's awesome. Because me and Dave and Paul were friends for over 30 years. And,
Okay.
and yeah, Tim gets the credit for that one because
Yeah.
he came up with the name.
Awesome.
But it was a good one, so.
Yeah, that fits. So you want to read off the names, or what do you want to do next? You want me to read them?
I don't care.
Read it.
You wanna read
You
it?
got to say something.
Oh, yeah. So yours truly here. And then Nick and Tiff Marlette, Bob Steffen, Dave Meyer, Hammers Hideaway, the McPhersons, Stam Farms, Jeff Nance, Brendan Nance, Chris and Johnny Curls, Eastern Iowa Overhead Door, Tyrone Malone, Obies in Macokota, Jarrett Gerber, Jay Smith, TCE, One Hall of a Shirt, which is Corey that does the shirts, and then Done Right TV, and then Bugsy, which I think he does.
Lines up color.
Yeah, he does lineups and stuff. Piasta Mini Storage, Rodney, which is Dirt Track Racing Supply, okay, and then Extreme Clean and Coatings, Midwest Dirt Diva, Timber Lanes, and Not Quite Done Yet Barbecue.
That's awesome. $7,000. Wow.
Wish it was more, but just the way it is.
That's a pretty good chunk of money for somebody. It's a point fund for the modifieds for the 3-day show.
Yeah, we attempted to do a stock car one this year too, but we were struggling getting this going, so we
Yeah.
Yeah.
pulled the plug on that one.
It's a
but
lot of work.
Maybe next year.
It's so hard to ask people for money.
It is.
I mean, especially. Yeah, I
A
mean,
lot
these
of-
last 5 years have been.
A lot of people will ask me, like, well, what do you want, or how much do we have to get? And I always just say we just take whatever we can get.
Yeah,
There's no set amount.
Yeah.
Anything helps.
Like they
but
just-
$7,000, I don't think that's anything to be. I mean, I
No,
think
we-
that's a pretty good deal.
we lost 2 or 3 big ones, or we'd have been way over 10 grand
Yeah.
this year. But we'll get it back there next year.
Yeah.
Have to add in that we're still open for donations.
Yeah. we still
Yeah, there you
are.
go. If you guys want to, if you want to add, how do they get a hold of you?
They can reach out to him. Probably Facebook is
Facebook.
easiest for both of us. So.
Okay. Yeah. So if anybody wants to donate,
Or when we're there, even.
we still have a
too.
chance to do this. Get it up to $10,000, and we'll be at Davenport too. So we'll see if we can't mention it a few times too at the track in
That would be
Davenport.
great.
That would be awesome.
So yeah,
That'll make the fall bash bigger and better.
let's try to get to 11.
Yeah.
Well, it's the 12th, isn't it? Next year, wouldn't that be neat to get 12 for 12?
Yeah, it would be.
We're gonna have to get some help.
See what we
for
can
that.
do.
Yeah,
Hopefully the economy gets better and
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll knock it out of the park.
yeah. Things have definitely got to get better. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. But everybody that did it's
Trevor,
awesome.
Trevor Molenberg, he's donating. There you go. There's one. You know Trevor?
No,
I'll get you in touch with him. Trevor, you're a rock star, dude.
you can Venmo it to Lexi.
I'll get with you, Trev. Thanks, brother. Yeah. So there you go, man. Next, let's get some money rolling for these guys. It's not easy to do that, and $7,000 for a point fund for. I mean, these guys could come out with, if they clean house, what, 13, 14 grand?
They can win a lot of money this weekend.
Yeah.
Big money
Next
weekend. Awesome. Anything else you guys want to add?
No, I just thought that we really appreciate everybody that's donated to it, more than
Well,
they
we
know.
appreciate you doing that too, because like I said, it's not easy to put yourself out there. And,
We have great friends that
yeah.
take their hard-earned money.
You
out
guys
of
got
their
a great
pocket.
group. I mean, the whole,
Yeah, we couldn't do it without them.
No,
Yeah.
gotta have them, and they all appreciate every one of them.
yeah.
And they've done it for the last 3 years, and I'm
Most of
assuming
them,
they'll keep
most of them
doing
are the
it.
same
Yeah.
each year. So
They'll keep
That's
coming
awesome.
back.
That's awesome. Anybody else want to say anything? Where's Marcia? Marcia want to say anything? No?
I think she's
Smoking a
outside.
cigarette? Got to ask the boss if she wants to sign
Brandy.
out, right?
I will be in the Pittsburgh Nights this weekend, so if anybody wants to make donations,
Okay,
they can
so-
also find me and I
So
Yeah.
yeah,
She'll give you your
Diane,
Venmo, and you can Venmo
I mean,
it
we'll
right
take
to her.
cash, Venmo,
Yeah.
anything.
Yep, I'll add you. I already have you on record.
Yes.
so Diane will be in the pits if anybody wants to donate
Or
to
you can
this
find him, find me.
in Davenport. Yep, or reach out to me.
Yeah.
I'll put you in touch with
Okay.
them for sure. Okay,
Nobody else
we're
talking?
almost 2 hours, so I guess that's it. Unless anybody else wants to say anything, we're good. We good?
Anybody else want to talk?
Anybody else got anything that they want to get out there? No? You sure? All right. We'll see everybody. Hey, Timmy, look at your phone. I'm getting messages for you to look at your phone. So maybe we better stay live for another 2 minutes.
Oh, I know. You guys got this.
All right, guys, we're gonna sign out. It's getting late. Thanks for joining. And Friday night, Davenport. Saturday is the Greg Durbin Memorial. That's kind of a big deal. So if you can make it out. If not, we have both shows, and then we'll see you at the Fall Bash. Practice on Wednesday, Fall Bash Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we're off to Wisconsin. So, all right, everybody, thanks for joining, and we'll see you all this